We're going to do an applied problem now. An electrician, a carpenter, and a plumber are hired to work on a house. The electrician earns $21 per hour, the carpenter earns $19.50 per hour, and the plumber $24 per hour. The first day on the job, they worked a total of 21.5 hours and earned a total of $469.50. If the plumber worked 2 hours more than the carpenter did, how many hours did the electrician work? Well, we've got 3 different workers here. We're going to translate this to a system of 3 equations in 3 variables, and we'll start by familiarizing ourselves with the problem. We'll just assign variable names to the number of hours worked by each of these people. So we'll let X, Y, and Z represent the number of hours worked by the electrician, the carpenter, and the plumber, respectively. Now, using these variables, we're going to translate to a system of equations. And we're going to use the information that we were given in the problem. We were told that the 3 worked together 21.5 hours. So this translates to the equation X plus Y plus Z equals 21.5. The next thing that we're told is that the total amount that they earned is $469.50. Now, if we go back to the statement of the problem, the electrician earns $21 per hour, and we said he worked or she worked X hours, so the electrician would earn 21X during the hours that he or she worked. The carpenter earns 19.50 or 19.5 times Y, and the plumber earns 24 times Z. So we'll use that to translate here. We said that the electrician was $21 per hour, and next we had 1950 times Y, and finally we had 24 for the plumber times Z, and that is equal to 469.50. And the last thing that we were told was that the plumber worked 2 hours more than the carpenter did. And we assigned the variable Z to the number of hours the plumber worked. So this says that Z is equal to 2 more than or 2 plus the number of hours the carpenter worked, and we assigned the variable name Y to the carpenter's hours. So we have Z equals 2 plus Y. Now we have a system of equations. Here's one equation, and here's a second one. And here is a third one. We have 3 equations and 3 variables are involved. Now the next thing that we would do would be to solve this system of equations, and I'm not going to take you through the whole solution, but when we do solve it, the answer that we get, the solution that we get, is the ordered triple 3.5, 8, and 10, and we need to check this possible solution in the original problem. It's the 4th step in our process. There are 3 things we need to check. First, we were told that the total number of hours worked was 21.5. So we need to see if 3.5 plus 8 plus 10 is equal to 21.5, and when we add these numbers together, that's exactly what we get. So that checks. We also need to check the total amount that was earned, and that would be $21 times 3.5 hours plus $19.50 per hour times 8 hours plus $24 per hour times 10 hours, and when I do this computation, I get the total amount that was earned, which was $469.50. So that checks as well. And finally, we were told that the plumber worked 2 hours more than the carpenter. And the plumber worked 10 hours, and the carpenter worked 8 hours, according to our solution, and 10 is 2 more than 8. So that checks as well, and we know that we now have a solution to the problem, which we will state in step 5. We say the electrician worked 3.5 hours.